It actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport. Manny Pacquiao, I mean, he beat the hell out of me.
In the ring, and it's a danger. Now De La Hoya's coming for him.
And I felt like literally like taking my own life.
Back at hurt Bradley.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Manny Pacquiao is nothing short of a legend. Fast hands, a big heart. Whole countries would stop. Crime rates dropped to 0 every time he fought. Today, we'll be going over all the legends that became victims to the Pac-Man. While taking on Hector Velasquez in 2005, Manny took some very nasty hits in the first round. But by the 6th round, everything was about to change with brutal speed from Manny Pacquiao.
That straight left hand of his. And you're just looking at it right there. Manny has great speed of hand.
That's territory he doesn't like to get in.
Good left hook by Velasquez.
That hurt Pacquiao a little bit.
Looked like it came up high in the chest, actually. But it knocked him back.
Velasquez looks big in the ring with Pacquiao. They're talking to each other.
Velasquez enjoying some success here, moving Pacquiao back.
Dangerous fighter, as we said.
There's the speed of handle. Look at the difference.
Oh, nice counter by Velasquez.
Velasquez, serious business. Pacquiao throwing that right.
His 1-2 is among the best in the business.
And he throws it often, and usually with a lot of
Left
success.
hand.
Beautiful left hook.
Velasquez got hurt.
Right in the middle of his face.
Right hand from Velasquez. Then Pacquiao coming back. Manny zeroing in, trying to do some damage with the combinations.
Just to take a breath. Of course, that was a big bone of contention in the fight with Eric Morales.
Right hand gets in.
The speed of Pacquiao beginning to take effect now and beginning to tell. And he's getting to Velasquez in this round.
Totally throws him off and they get extremely frustrated.
Yeah, plus he's just awkward enough to not be the usual thing that you train against. Pacquiao's getting on top in this fight now.
The white trunks with the colors of Mexico. Left hand from Pacquiao. Right hand lead, then a back. Velasquez fighting back.
Beautiful combinations landing right in the chin.
Velasquez can take a lot of heat.
It's not like the usual Manny fight as he waves to the fans. There's that. That's what he's waiting to do.
The energy is unbelievable.
He's keeps him coming. Great combination.
I'll tell you, that straight left is among the swiftest in the sport.
You're exactly right, Rich. And the other fighters know it's coming. It just comes so often. You seem they can't do anything about it.
Velasquez, pretty good right hand. Well, these rounds are just flying by. You keep waiting for something big to happen.
Pacquiao looking for an uppercut now in this round.
Comes out smoking.
Beautiful shot to the body.
That's a nice body shot. Another one.
Referee just gave the warning to Velasquez to watch out with the elbows.
He keeps getting hit. That's the only problem with that game plan. No, right hand.
There's the hook.
He did a little work.
And Manny, a great finisher. Let's see if he can close the show.
Left hand, right hand. Just unloading now. Tough to get him out of there. Wow, wow.
Oh.
He's got to get up. He has to beat the count. He has to beat the count. Can't be saved by the bell. Does he want to get up?
Oh, and it's called off.
The referee stops it. He's also a doctor.
Finally, he just absorbed too much. And there's just too many blows.
The winner by knockout victory. He is the new WBC Super Featherweight International Champion, Manny Pacquiao.
The next fight was for the WBC International Super Featherweight title against Eric Morales in January 2006. Prior to this, Morales ended Manny's 15-win streak. But Pac-Man was back, more determined than ever.
Scheduled for 12.
He'll run into a great fighter right across the ring from him.
With Manny to use his right hand a lot more in the fight. He's jabbing a lot more. Before it was a lot of jab, jab, left, jab, jab, left.
Much more reserved than we usually see Manny come out. Indeed, working the right hand, trying to throw punches to the body. Right hand over the top for Pacquiao. Morales boring forward. Oh, good combination from Morales. Pacquiao's in trouble.
You know, another thing he worked on was a lot more of a body attack, which he was going to a little bit earlier.
Oh, it started slow already. What a fast round, lightning fast. It speaks for itself.
And you saw in the corner, a different corner for Eric Morales this time. Remember, his father had always been in his corner. He replaced his father for this fight.
And it's a different corner for Pacquiao as well compared to the chaos we saw last time. Counter punching for Pacquiao.
Nice hard shot by Pacquiao.
Yep.
And this crowd reacting to
another
every
hard
blow
shot to the
thrown.
face for Pacquiao. Morales is countering now. Now up against the ropes. And Morales is agreeing to do it as well.
Yeah, because Morales can fight this fight too. But against Pacquiao, he's going into a guy who's got tremendous firepower. One thing remember though, is Pacquiao now has been...
Oh! Left hand, Morales.
Big left hand for Morales.
I don't know how he stayed up.
And even then, Rich, I remember that was a controversial drop to the canvas. That was a big left hand from Pacquiao. Really got the crowd with speed here.
Everybody standing. Final 10 seconds of round 2, and Morales almost went down.
Oh, and a huge right hook.
Right hand for Morales right at the end.
It seems like it has a greater effect because his body physically moves so much once he gets hit.
And he sometimes, of course, he works that to his advantage too by giving you some different angles. Now Morales is coming back.
Answering with great counter punches.
Right on round 3, folks. Rounds will be flying by. I don't think anybody inside that ring is thinking about 12 rounds. Another jab.
Morales shooting that jab like a laser. Really.
Under 1 minute in the 3rd round. Uppercut from Morales and a combination to the head. Pacquiao covering up, and then he says, bring it on.
Hey, these two guys want to fight.
These two are warriors. This is as close as you're going to get to gladiators.
Look at Morales throw his hands down and say, is that all you got? Final seconds. Round 3.
Both fighters trying to close out the round big. And he's landed the more telling blows.
Nice combination there for Pacquiao.
Case in point.
Pacquiao firing jabs too, like Freddie Roach was asking to do. Nice sportsmanship there, touching gloves.
Oh yeah, these guys respect each other.
Good combination from the Mexican.
Pacquiao showing more movement in this fight too, and changing up with his attack, not just throwing his right jab and following it with the big left.
Nice
beautiful jab by Morales. Wow.
Hard shots by both fighters. I don't know if this one going the distance, gentlemen. I know we've got warriors on our hands, but exchanging bombs like this.
Nice counter from Morales. Constant action from both fighters. Oh, good combination at the end from Morales. He's really accurate tonight.
Very accurate.
These are two guys that, 20 years from now, if they were up in the same city, they'd say, hey, let's go in the gym and spar around.
Oh, good left hand from Morales.
Yeah, but let me tell you, that's no mean feat against the southpaw.
Oh, there it is. Beautiful left hand from Pacquiao. And Morales took it right on the chin and took it well.
If he can't stand himself there and there is showing some movement from the west.
Good right hand.
And that's when Morales unleashed the right.
Oh, that's a good left from Pacquiao. Hard punch. Coming up on 30 seconds left. Fly by. Pacquiao coming back stronger in the end of this round. What a great heart he has as well. As that left jab from Morales.
I know, what are the judges going to do with this round?
I have no idea.
This is a tough round to score, gentlemen.
Through 5 rounds, I have Eric Morales up by a point. How about you, Mario?
I have Manny Pacquiao up by a point.
Pacquiao coming on. Back, good right hand from Pacquiao.
You know,
left hand from Pacquiao. Hard punches. Now Manny's unleashing.
Rich, you know what makes these rounds so difficult to score is Manny will connect with a hard shot, but then Morales, hurt or not, answers with a combination of punches, some that land, some that don't, so it makes it very difficult to figure out who's hurt and who's not.
Morales gets very insulted.
Yes, he's a proud man. What an exchange. Oh, and a huge left hand.
Look at Manny's speed. What a round 6 for Pacquiao.
This is Pacquiao's biggest round in the 2 fights with Morales.
You're exactly right, Rich. Oh, and saved by the bell, and there's no pun intended there.
He had everything working in that round, everything. Not just power, but speed and combinations. And Eric Morales is going to have to find a way to counter that round with one of his own. But look at the speed of Pacquiao. No promoter problems. Manny's digging in, and there comes Morales back over the top. Morales is making Manny go back.
These guys are invading into Castillo-Corrales territory now. This is getting unworldly.
Well, we already have a candidate for Fight of the Year. Pacquiao being dedicated to the body.
This is just breathtaking.
Left hand from Manny, but it didn't hurt.
Pacquiao's so fast with his hands inside when they're close.
Manny Pacquiao, when he was 11 years old.
To the body.
Right hand from Morales. There we go. Manny's speed counters.
Have been in fights where he's perceived as having a great challenge.
Right hand from Pacquiao. And that hurt. Morales got hurt.
You're right. Morales was playing possum. He was playing possum. He fooled us all, including Pacquiao.
Baiting him in.
There's another dimension to talk about how crafty Morales can be. He just got tagged with the right hand. Let's see if he goes possum again. Countering again. Here we go. Countering again. Here we go.
Artistry.
Manny's speed may be winning this fight for him.
He's putting 2, 3, 4 punches together. Morales' shots are coming one at a time. Morales with a punch there again, but it's one punch. See, and Pacquiao answers back 3, 4, 5 shots at a time.
Huge punch by Pacquiao.
Now Morales answers. Final 10 seconds. $30 seconds left.
And at the same token,
Uppercut.
Morales abandoning the jab.
That one hurt Pacquiao. Pacquiao relaxed for some reason and stopped punching, and Morales took advantage of it.
That lead left. Take your pick.
Nice left hooks, right hooks with Manny. And he's taking Freddie Richards' advice and answering with a lot of hooks. Nice left hooks, right hooks with Manny. And he's taking Freddie Richards' advice and answering with a lot of hooks. Morales, one tough hombre.
Oh.
He's surprising a lot of people.
Inside 30 seconds, round 9.
Well, he had to improve.
He did. He has a great mind for the sport.
Both of these fighters are intelligent fighters. Executing their game plans is another thing. And vicious body attack by Pacquiao. And never really shown warrant for wear.
I think he's in a bit of a...
And we thought Morales was going down. And he does go down.
Just over a half minute to go. Plenty of time for Pacquiao if he can find the right time.
Oh, and a beautiful combination.
Down goes Morales.
The fight is over.
Manny Pacquiao has won.
He always had that power. But as you can see in this fight, Alan, this is a guy who became more than just a powerful fighter. Here's the end of the fight.
Morales was shaken by his defeat and challenged Manny for an epic trilogy in November 2006. But by this time, Manny had far surpassed Morales.
Yeah, Morales, number 3, and the crowd is electric.
Interested to see how that will affect him later on.
Combination for Pacquiao to the body of Morales. And Morales gives him a sly grin. But the last knockout for Morales was Gudi Espadas in 04, and that's why he's gone to the Reyes gloves. Now Morales is on Pacquiao.
I remember that was back at the Staples Center in LA.
I've never seen him this thick.
Oh, and a beautiful
right
hand counter hook by Manny Pacquiao. Morales taking it well right on the chin, and another one by Manny Pacquiao.
And don't count Morales' savvy out. At one second, Pacquiao fighting back and turning it into a counter.
Morales shaking it off, saying he's got nothing.
Here we go, just what we expected, and exactly what Manny Pacquiao wants.
Morales is too slick, too sly to get caught up.
Oh, good right hand from Morales and good counters, and Manny says, bring it on. The more you hit him, the more he wants.
And both fighters exchanging with running forward punches.
Manny knocked Morales down again and again in the second and third rounds.
Right hand, show the world that he's not done. Eric Morales never shied away from the best out there.
You can hear the punches from Manny Pacquiao landing. Nice counter by Eric Morales. Oh, and that is a knockdown by Manny Pacquiao.
The punches are coming so fast. There's a left hand from Pacquiao. It was a left hand that did it before.
Oh, another beautiful combination by Pacquiao. And Morales has got to keep his head moving if he wants to stay in this fight. And another combination. And nice landing by Eric Morales. And this is not the sort of fight that Eric Morales needs to be in.
Good body shot from Morales.
Beautiful body shot. Probably the best punch of the night for Morales so far, man. And I'll tell you what, if he wasn't in such phenomenal shape, he wouldn't have been able to take the hard shots that he just took right now. And he's a little hurt. Those legs look a little wobbly.
Yeah, that was a strong left hand. Pacquiao going to the body, then back upstairs to the right hand. There goes Morales. Pacquiao covering up.
Oh, and another beautiful right hook.
Oh, no, Morales. Look at Manny trying to finish. Several shots to the head. Morales is stunned. Morales trying to shake it off, but he's been hurt. Pacquiao knocks him down.
That's the fight.
That's it.
That should be it.
That's
He's
it.
Stop it.
What a heart. What a champion. Eric Morales gets up.
Oh, and another huge combination.
Morales' eyes are glazing over. He's still trying to throw. He's still trying to throw, and he's wobbly.
Manny Pacquiao looking unbelievable tonight, and Morales coming back with beautiful combinations.
Morales comes back. Morales coming back with a combination.
And he needs to hold on, Alan. He needs to hold on.
Incredible. 30 seconds. A long way left in this round.
And Manny Pacquiao teeing off.
Pacquiao leaving himself wide open. Morales doesn't have anything to counter with. He's trying to survive. Now he jabs and backs off. Unbelievable.
Morales, a true gladiator.
15 seconds. Down goes Morales again. Again, he's down.
And the look on Eric Morales' face looks like he doesn't want anymore. That's it. He called it a day. He says that's it.
Oh, my gosh. Mario Lopez.
I've never seen.
Manny Pacquiao has just put himself in the class of best pound for pound in the world. Amazing night and an amazing performance. Manny Pacquiao will put butts in the seats. People want to see this.
The winner by knockout victory, the fighting pride of the Philippines, still champion, Manny Pacquiao.
By this point, Manny had perfected the art of knocking down opponents bigger than him, and Jorge Solis was no exception when the two went head-to-head in April 2007.
I like already of Solis is that he's actually moving to the right, to his right, and a lot of fighters tend to move the opposite way when they fight a southpaw. And I believe that he's using a good strategy.
You like a fighter moving to the right?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or he's going to throw a wide, like a left hook type, and he's able to get countered.
Pacquiao throws that left. Of course, his bread and butter punch is that straight left hand. Solis, in his last 4 fights, has fought fighters with a 55-21 record. And while he's won all those fights, he's never lost. When you step up against the Pacquiao, it's a whole different. When you step up against the Pacquiao, it's a whole different.
Now we've seen Edgar Sosa come in tonight and handle it beautifully. Christian Maharas come in, handle it beautifully. Will Solis fight the same way, or will he freeze up? So far, you know, I think he still has to get a little bit looser. He seems a little tight.
Pacquiao looking for a chance to attack, as he always does. Solis throwing a right hand down to the body. Tries an uppercut from way out, a dangerous maneuver. And here in round 1, Pacquiao content to be just a little more passive and see what Solis has to offer. Manny Pacquiao, who due to the machinations of the boxing world, doesn't hold one of the major 4 boxing titles, but he's #1 in the WBC, WBO, and IBF at 130 pounds. And he's generally considered probably the best at that weight class, if not he might fight next. Now, good right hand landed there by Solis. That's his best moment of round number 1.
I would like to see Jorge Solis throw that straight right to the body instead of looking for the head all the times. Take some power away from him. And the good upper body movement that he has, he should utilize that quite a bit.
So, a pretty close first round. Solis is through it in any case. We're in round number 2. Of course, it's a scheduled 12-rounder. And Solis getting a little wild and awkward in there, and that won't benefit you against Manny Pacquiao.
You need to get Pacquiao frustrated. Make him make mistakes. Like right there, he's getting a little frustrated because he can't get in. He's reaching in. Now right there, I believe that Solis should have thrown a left hook when he saw Manny Pacquiao go in like that.
Did land a counter right hand, Solis. Pacquiao's left gets in. Of course, that's an important punch for him, we all know.
You know, we had touched on it in the open somewhat, but there are a lot of things going on with Manny Pacquiao outside the ring right now. And I almost get the feeling like he reached his peak physically, psychologically, emotionally than he was that night. Is there a danger, Gennaro, do you think, that maybe he looked past this one or didn't take this one quite as seriously as those fights?
Circumstances of which he's trying to do now outside of boxing. But I believe that he can actually become a little bit better than what he is right now, because he runs in like this a lot. And I think somebody who's a real smart fighter will eventually pick up and notice that he's going to run in, make a quick step back, and somebody with good power is going to make him feel it.
He said, I'm not campaigning. Obviously, when I'm training, I put all my mind into this fight. When this is all done, I'll go back and campaign. But for right now, I'm all about boxing.
Well, you know, there's more on the line here than just Manny Pacquiao's boxing career.
Just seconds remaining here in round 2. A better round for Pacquiao, probably, although Solis, there landing a jab, has had his moments. At least the pace of the fight for Solis, and there's another straight right hand getting in by Jorge Solis. So, down in junior featherweight, taking on Jorge Solis.
And he just connected a couple of good shots right now, too. The only bad thing about Solis is that he doesn't have the power to stop Pacquiao in his tracks.
And he has, when he's used it, he's been effective in this fight, but just hasn't used it enough, and that was the weapon he wanted to use. You know, in his fight against Nicky Bentz recently, he averaged 36 jabs per round, according to CompuBox, did Jorge Solis. That's what they want in this fight as well. And he is 3-1-1 against the Eric Moraleses, Juan Manuel Marquez, and Marco Antonio Barrera. Hard for them even to take advantage of it. Certainly Solis would have a hard time doing it. We saw Pacquiao just land a big left hand.
Well, he's certainly one of those guys you would never tell a young fighter fight like Manny Pacquiao.
You definitely don't want to do that.
He's like the only guy that can do it.
Yes, and not only does he get away with it, he's successful. Pacquiao throwing punches, but they're having a hard time getting there. He's just, Solis is apparently able to kind of block and slip a lot of those. Pacquiao throwing punches, but they're having a hard time getting there. He's just, Solis is apparently able to kind of block and slip a lot of those. Pacquiao on the right of your screen. Gets that straight left hand in again. There's the Solis jab that everyone's in agreement he should throw a little bit more, certainly including his brother. If nothing else, Solis is a very awkward fighter for Pacquiao to deal with right now.
Yeah, the height has actually been a problem for Pacquiao. The movement, I mean, people who've seen Pacquiao fight should realize and understand that he has a lot of trouble with fighters that move on him.
Having said that, Pacquiao is doing some good work in this round, and Solis has not been able to punch back much. And it looks like there is a little blood somewhere on Solis' face. Nice shots by Solis. Probably not.
Yeah, and you know, and Morales was barely able to hold on to win the first fight and got knocked out in the second fight. Can Solis beat Pacquiao with this kind of an approach?
You know, I'm gonna say that maybe Juan Manuel might have fought him just as good.
All right.
Yeah, well, he fought
only because he got
yeah.
dropped in the first round 3 times. But other than that, he changed his way of fighting, and he made Pacquiao look beatable.
What those two guys had in common, they were both hitting Pacquiao hard and often. Solis is kind of picking his shots.
Nice left hand by Pacquiao. May have stunned Solis. We'll see. Another left hand by Pacquiao. The harder punch is probably being landed by Pacquiao. What lands?
You know, Pacquiao, he has an awkward style. You know, he looks very calm, and all of a sudden he'll just shoot out right away. And he's very quick with his hands as well.
Solis has his best moments of the fight, but not often against anyone else, although, as Wally pointed out, Eric Morales certainly had a success with that.
Yeah, doesn't it seem, though, that Pacquiao has been less aggressive in this fight than you're used to seeing him?
You know, he's coming forward and throwing punches, but they're just not as effective as he'd like there to be. Cut would cause a stoppage in this fight because it was a clash of heads, and they bang heads again. It would. Oh, there's a left hand that sends Solis down.
No, it's a push.
They're calling it a push. Solis just ripping shots on the inside. And again, I think they bang heads in the eye, bothering Pacquiao.
He's trying desperately to finish the fight. Maybe he's a little bit more worried about the cut than we think.
Well, he should know. They'll go to the scorecard. Big hook by Solis.
Good uppercut and a hook.
Pacquiao may have punched himself out a little bit. Now there's a left uppercut by Pacquiao. Well, this is starting to look like the typical Manny Pacquiao war, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Solis showed, if nothing else, in that last round now, he's resilient. He did recover quickly.
He got hit with some good shots by Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao, as we know, punches with power. Right hand gets in by Pacquiao, and again they come perilously close to clashing heads. Still a trickle of blood from the left eye.
So Solis has a tendency to fall inside, especially after he throws his right hand, and that's why the heads keep coming together.
Two left hands hurt Solis. Two good straight left hands got him in trouble again. 29 of the 32 KOs that Pacquiao has had have come within 6 rounds. And all of Solis' KOs have come within 6 rounds. So they're in territory where Solis just doesn't knock people out, and Pacquiao doesn't often do so. This is our main event of the evening, and there's another one of those big left hands. This has been a signature round for Pacquiao, and of course he had a very good 6th round as well. So he strung together 2 really impressive rounds. Seconds remaining here in round number 7. Manny Pacquiao has had himself an excellent 7th round and lands yet another short left hand.
You know, and I think they've run out of ideas in Solis' corner.
Yeah.
Gennaro, you know, we were both listening, and they've invoked the family.
He's in trouble, and down goes Solis.
It looked like it was that lip uppercut that dropped him. There goes that uppercut again. He's hurt. He's out. It's it. It's over.
Solis sent down for the 2nd time.
Cinco.
He is on the apron of the ring.
Ocho.
He's not going to beat the count. He's not going to beat the count.
Manny Pacquiao.
And there's the end of the fight again. Double left. There's a straight right and a left to finish it off.
Manny Pacquiao.
Vegas, October 2007. Rematch of a fight Pacquiao already won by TKO. Except this time, Barrera decided the smart move was going the full 12 rounds, getting outclassed, instead of the quick version.
Body and going to the head.
And the one thing that we didn't expect, the feel-out first round.
Yeah, I thought Manny would come right across and take it to him again right now. See, Manny doesn't have but really one speed.
We've seen one tonight. They almost pitched a shutout in the Philippines.
I think he's a little more cautious. I think Barrera's got the pace he wants so far. Rich was talking about. There, good right hands over the top. Manny shakes him off. Barrera's getting the pace he wants. Pacquiao just missing. Final seconds, round 2.
Crowd going wild, but I think Barrera won that round.
I think so too. Oh, and if Barrera is able to pull off the upset, the conspiracies will arise. A lot of great shots by Barrera.
That usually means it did.
Yeah, he lied.
Wow. Barrera, some punches downstairs a little bit. Tony Weeks going to step in.
As he was coming down the aisle during the introduction. And he's putting power into his shots now.
Yeah. Uppercut, look at that good left hand work from Barrera. Wow. Did a good job picking off Manny's punches with the gloves too. There's a nice left hook, and Manny felt it.
It's been a cleanly fought fight. There was some...
Oh, good right hand from Manny. He's trying to do his thing.
There's Barrera
from Barrera. Good answer from Barrera. Now they're getting it on. Barrera trying to pick more open spots. Manny got caught with a left right there.
And just like I was telling you earlier, Alan, he's the best at coming back right after getting caught. And I think
if that big left hook had landed, Manny would have certainly been staggered. This is what Manny wants, and Barrera's giving it to him. Good counter punching from Barrera. Manny trying good hand speed.
Pacquiao getting into a good exchange on the balls of his feet.
Barrera promotes Pacquiao, one promoter. Oscar De La Hoya promotes Barrera.
Oh, good combination from Manny. He's got Barrera in the corner. Barrera's a little bit teed off about it right now.
That speed of hand, let me tell you. That may not be something Freddie Roach.
Oh, good right hand for Barrera.
Right counter by Barrera.
Wow. That got Manny's attention, and on they go. Pacquiao going to the right hand more. A good left hand gets in for Pacquiao. The speed to the body.
It's deafening in here.
Oh, he gets caught coming in from Barrera. Mainly because Manny hasn't given him a lot to counter. There we go.
Beautiful combination.
Great combination. Speed for Pacquiao.
That was it.
Uh-oh.
Couple nice shots by Barrera.
Just caught it. He sent him one way and caught him going back the other. That's a good combination from Manny. He's starting to play with it. Marcos leads his arm. Come on in. Now Marco goes to the Warrior Spirit. Good left hand upstairs from Barrera. Manny counters. Another left hand from Manny Pacquiao.
There are probably many times when Barrera wants to revert to his old style.
That is the one surprise how he's looked so sharp and crisp.
Frustrated. Oh, good right hand from Manny Pacquiao. That's the power. And then Barrera always answers.
You would think these championship rounds would be Pacquiao rounds. He's the young.
You learn so much from them. And what he survived. There comes Manny. There's the speed. Manny needs. He's getting frustrated. He needs to get up on those toes. Barrera will counter him. Well, his punches actually missed. Barrera managed, but he's not going to miss all of them. Barrera digging in now, coming out. But he's facing a hornet's nest when you get in there against Pacquiao.
Wow, Pacquiao had never been in a worse way than he was after that.
Ever. Unless Barrera thinks that he's done enough, which I can't imagine he does think that.
He's done a good job and fought very, very well tonight. So as far as him having another great fight in him, I think he definitely had the great fight. A slip, there it goes.
Who do you think won? You folks watching around the world.
This is a tough fight to call, gentlemen.
All I know is either way, it's probably going to be controversial.
115 to 112 to the winner by unanimous decision, still champion from the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
Vegas, March 2008. Pacquiao drops Marquez in round 3 like he owed him money.
Manny Pacquiao in the white trunks. Marquez in the black trunks. Good counter. There's the counter punching of Marquez that we talked about. There's a good right hand for Marquez.
Wow.
That's got Manny motivated right there.
Actually, it's a comfortable pace for Marquez.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. It's a much slower start for Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao boring in.
He was looking for it there.
Sure was.
Good shot.
Good shot for Marquez. Right at the bell.
Oh,
Wow.
that bell saved Manny
You're
Pacquiao.
not
He was in
kidding,
real
man.
trouble.
Good
Right
shot.
hand. Manny really getting tagged. Now he's getting frustrated. Taps his gloves.
He's way out of his rhythm right now.
There's
Oh,
another
the heads
headbutt.
again.
Big time.
Wow.
That's what you get when you get a southpaw who's rushing in. Marquez now showing more intensity. Hold back the onslaught. Manny picked it up big time here. Oh, good left hand gets in.
That one hurt Marquez a little.
Good counter punching from Marquez. Oh
my
the left
God.
hand puts Marquez down. I told you not to blink.
Marquez gets up, dabs the blood off his nose, and spends the next 9 rounds boxing like a guy defusing a bomb.
Survive here. Now Marquez counter punching off the ropes.
He's down
Marquez
again.
tagging again.
He was sitting on the ropes there.
And they do the macho stare.
Wow.
Now you see Manny, you can feel his confidence level up. And that's how quick this thing could turn because Marquez was doing everything right. Now he's getting into a war. And Manny loves it. Another left hand landing. Hold on to everything, folks. It's on. Manny loaded at the left hand. Back comes Marquez countering. Manny, good head movement. Good head movement. He senses it in this round. Marquez needs a little bit more time here.
Good left hook.
Yeah, Manny
man.
felt it.
I think he picked it off with his right glove.
Like you said, guys, there's a good right hand.
These guys are 2 loaded guns right now, aren't they?
I just waited for him to go off. There's a right hand, man. He claps his gloves because he knows he had him in trouble.
Well, after what we saw in the first fight, I don't think any
good right
big
hand.
right hand.
And which was basically go back to basics. Look at his stuff.
Oh,
right
good
there.
combination inside. And here comes Manny back.
Wow.
Good sharp punch by Pacquiao.
That was an explosive burst by Marquez, and then Manny fired back.
Look at Manny using his spin. This is the Manny I know.
Wow.
Pacquiao
He puts
senses something here.
Yeah, but he puts himself in so much jeopardy because his head is right up there.
How do you guys have it after 7?
Well, I have it 66-66.
Me too.
Oh, gosh.
Dead even, man. One
Oh,
guy
good
wins.
right hand. And Manny,
He's blinking his eye.
he's blinking his eye.
That right hand hurt him.
It looks like what used to happen when a fighter got thumbed. You know, that doesn't happen anymore, but he is really covering up that eye.
That was Marquez's best body punch of the fight. That one hurt Pacquiao.
Manny's in trouble. Yeah, and of course, you know, every second that goes by and you're not hurting him, he's recovering.
Good left.
And there's a great shot. While Marquez is waiting, Pacquiao blasted him one.
Seems like he's sharpshooting for that eye a little bit. Left hand gets in from Pacquiao.
Not doing well in this round. May have lost the round and allowed Pacquiao a big round on points.
You're right.
Because this is a close fight.
Oh, he got hit inside by Manny Pacquiao. The right eye in a bad spot. Marquez, how do you play it, guys? You know, you got 3 rounds to go in one of the worst cuts.
Got to go for it.
He's got to fight. I mean, that's...
Got to go for the knockout.
Oh, he just got tagged.
Forget
he
that.
just got tagged. Now, Manny's got to try to end it here too. Wow, this thing could turn on a dime when Manny gets going.
Wow.
The flush punch. But here we are. Marquez still a little wobbly. Wiping it away.
All I know is that Marquez needs to get respect back from Pacquiao because right now, Manny doesn't have a lot of it.
He's got that left hand cocked right there. He's been waiting to throw it. And he's got more problems than just Manny right now. That eye is turning into hamburger, guys. Now look at that counter.
It's in the referee's hand.
In a pitch battle with Israel, let the fight get away from him in the last 2 rounds. This fight probably also hangs in the balance in the last 2 rounds.
Great point.
Marquez comes out firing a good right hand, left right combination. We're in round 11.
That punch did not get there.
No, they're starting to see with their hearts now.
And I'll tell you something.
What he really needs is another one of those punches to the body that he landed earlier.
Yes. That's the only one that really got a reaction out of him.
There's a right hand got inside. Like I said, I wouldn't want it to go to the judges' cards if I was either one of these guys.
Imagine, could two guys ever fought back-to-back draws?
No, I can't.
I can't imagine.
Not my brother and I. He always won. I think we're being set up for one heck of a round 12 is what I think, guys.
I thought you were going to say we're being set up for a third fight.
Well, we've already been set up for that.
Good shots.
Marquez, they're both just brilliant to watch.
Dead game, these guys. They really
Oh, left hand gets in on Marquez.
It's just like lightning, man. He just pulled that one out.
I know where it came from. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Couple of punches, they're going to go out of here in the final seconds.
Well, I have it even now.
Yeah, pretty clearly won the rounds, I think.
That's an excellent point.
It's been a brilliant ebb and flow between two great fighters. Manny getting inside a little bit better there.
Good shot.
Good right hand from Juan Manuel Marquez. An advantage in a 12th round like this, to me, goes to Juan Manuel Marquez because he's a superior boxer, can outpoint him.
Absolutely, and I am shocked that Manny is not firing both barrels right now. Oh, here he goes.
Well, if you remember in that last round, he really didn't have much. He may still have one big final flurry. I kind of expect it.
Yeah, but whatever he's got, we better see it. Wow.
1:30 to go. Now they'll go. I don't see how they can't. Nothing's been decided in their mind.
Nice counter right by Manny at the end of that exchange.
It's just going to be a battle of will right now. Both fighters bloodied. And they ebb and flow to this fight.
And this is why, to me, you know, boxing will always be number one in combat sports. You'll never see this in MMA. You couldn't get this kind of ebb and flow. Look at that!
Now Marquez backs him up. Manny open. Manny going in.
Oh my gosh.
The blood streaming down the face of Marquez. A fight that is going to go down to the very wire.
This is Marquez's round, guys.
It looks that way, but I keep holding my breath and waiting for Pacquiao to unload.
15 seconds. Marquez looks the worse for the wear, but he might have won the fight. And a 12th round of Manny tries to come back in the final 5 seconds.
Wow. What a fight.
And it's over. Both fighters being raised by their trainers, as well they should.
And new champion from the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
This next one was when Manny absolutely dominated David Diaz during their June 2008 face-off. Diaz had a cut above his left eye and blurred vision. All the while, Manny rained down hell on him.
Yeah, we're talking good overhand left hand right there. We're talking and analyzing some tape from the last fight, the development of Manny Pacquiao over the years and what he was able to do against one of the great fighters of our generation to win that fight in March, Juan Manuel Marquez. You saw him counter punching, you saw his defense, you saw him boxing, and the further development, he's going to need all that tonight against Diaz.
You know, many different things well. You'll find, if you ask 50 people who saw that fight, 25 will tell you Marquez won. It was a tough fight.
It was a split decision.
I thought it was a draw.
I thought it was a draw just like the first fight.
Didn't we have it a draw, Waller?
He's only 29 years old, but he's got more than 50 pro fights and a lot of hard 12-round contests.
Absolutely.
A lot of wars.
It's a long 29 years, no doubt.
24 rounds with Juan Manuel Marquez. That first 12-rounder with Eric Morales. That's the kind of wear and tear that eventually takes it out of a fight.
You're absolutely right. So at some night, those bills come due. Now, whether it's tonight, I don't know. And whether Diaz is the guy that can collect on that bill, I don't know. Right now, it looks like Manny's too fast for him in this round.
Everybody gets off first against Diaz in the first 2 rounds of all of his fights. He's the kind of guy who gradually gains momentum as the fight wears on.
You're so right. I mean, it's not easy to beat David Diaz because every one of your fights, I don't care who you're fighting, is going to be tough. And you're going to lose the early rounds. You're going to have to battle back late when you're tired. And he goes in knowing that.
He's just covering up now while Manny goes on the attack. Davis says, bring more, bring more. That's fun. And you heard Freddie, don't get in there and go toe-to-toe. Get in and out, in and out. Land your combinations to get out.
Well, he also doesn't want Manny to allow David Diaz to rough him up, but he may not have a choice.
Exactly.
You know, David Diaz is an absolutely artless fighter. I don't think there's any argument about that. But, you know, so was Rocky Marciano.
You know, this is the first time I can ever remember that physically I didn't think Manny overpowered the guy he was in against.
Right.
With the shoulders and the body.
Definitely a natural lightweight and somebody who could fight effectively at 140 pounds. But that weight differential may not show itself in the early rounds.
That's
It was a good left by Diaz,
yes. Got 2 left-handers in there, in case you folks haven't noticed. Manny comes across with a top left hand right over the top, and then some uppercuts.
Wow.
Manny looking like Ali, isn't he?
Hitting gloves, though. He's hitting a lot of gloves.
And lead left again from Pacquiao.
Is Diaz cut on the ear or above the ear?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Right ear.
We're seeing some of that trademark body work from Diaz finally.
You see the blood in his hair?
Blood in his
right
hair.
Side?
He's got blood in his hair. Top of the head.
Yeah, it's high. It's in the scalp area.
A lot of speed to contend with here. Diaz having trouble with Manny's speed. And Manny doing what Freddie Roach wanted him to do. Don't get roughed up. Oh, uppercut also. Diaz acknowledging the power. Left hand. Oh, good left hand for Diaz on a counter punch. But Pacquiao pouring on the combinations. Oh, Manny fighting a supremely competent fight. Blood streaming down from the scalp line of Diaz.
If he starts to work the opposite thing on Diaz, this fight is over in a hurry.
Diaz getting caught on the inside.
All right, let's take a look. There was a good punch by Diaz that actually backed Manny off slightly. You see it was half fist, half elbow with the left hand.
He keeps a very torrid pace in the ring, and that's why people love him. That left hand hurt, guys.
You know what Diaz is doing now? He's standing right in front of Manny. He's not coming forward, but Manny's not allowing him because of the footwork.
Yeah, you know, I think the thing that surprises me so far in the first 7 minutes or so that we've seen here is how comfortable Manny is at the weight.
He looks very good. He looks so relaxed in there right
He's
now.
just unbelievable.
But you know what? Diaz is unable to impose himself physically on Manny, so what does he have to be stressed out about?
I agree. So far, anyway.
Well,
He looks so relaxed in there right
He's
now.
just unbelievable.
But you know what? Diaz is unable to impose himself physically on Manny, so what does he have to be stressed out about?
I agree. So far, anyway.
Well, one punch can change it as usual, but...
Well, one thing we know about Diaz, though, guys, he does not give up. And we saw that against Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Santa Cruz, the younger, bigger, stronger fighter, wasn't his jab is really in effect in this round, and a lot of fighters find it hard to jab against a southpaw. And one of the questions coming in here is, you know, how many notable southpaws did Manny Pacquiao face? Diaz, however, will never be mistaken for Pernell Whitaker. He's not one of those southpaw cuties.
Another lightning fast round. Diaz trying to come on in the end there.
It's all Pacquiao. You see that he's just quicker, not only offensively but defensively, Doug.
Round 4. The champion Diaz with the white gloves. The challenger Pacquiao with the red gloves. Pacquiao tried to make Philippine history. First Filipino to ever win a lightweight world title.
He gets stronger as the fight goes on. The other thing is Manny faded somewhat against Marquez late in the fight.
Two very good points, but that right hand, that nose is getting...
That was a better point.
Yeah, that was
That was a big straight left from Manny Pacquiao landed to David.
Now David's stepping up the intensity. Now they're going to take a look at the eye now. Big Dracula. And it's amazing. Well, we saw how swollen Diaz's eye got in it. Oh my goodness, he's just
right hand.
Might be wobbled a little bit by that
wobbled.
big left hand. He definitely took a step back. He's got to let his hands go. Can't just cover up in there.
It is a dominating performance by Manny Pacquiao. The full package, folks. Up to this point in the fight, if you want to see what it takes to have the complete package as a professional boxer, you're watching it. By Manny Pacquiao. The full package, folks. Up to this point in the fight, if you want to see what it takes to have the complete package as a professional boxer, you're watching it.
He's looking like the best fighter in the world, pound for pound, right now.
You know what? Floyd Mayweather walked through the door. He left it open for Manny, and I got to say, Manny has really done his part to step through the door.
And the great thing about Pacquiao, he's got all the talent and skill in the world, but he's an aggressive fighter.
Absolutely.
He's exciting to watch, which you couldn't say about Mayweather all the time.
No, you're right. He's not a safety-first guy at all. Diaz is just a mess.
But the footwork. Oh, that left. And David says it. Anytime a fighter shakes it off, it means it hurt, man.
There's no doubt that hurt.
That almost sounded like the jaw crack from over here, guys.
I think David, whenever he gets anywhere near close, he needs to put those punches to the body. He's having such a hard time hitting the head of Manny Pacquiao. And whenever he misses, he gets countered so bad.
Yeah. His only chance, Doug, I think, it lies in his tenacity. Just to make the fight so grueling for Manny.
Yeah. Do just what he's doing now.
Right.
Get in, rush him, and work the body on the inside. Mug Manny Pacquiao if you can.
Well, guess who? Here comes Manny. Boy, that lead right hook.
Take a step back. And there's a left cross doing
Archie Moore against
Ezra
Charles. This is the same fight.
Yep.
Joe Walcott.
Yep.
You know, sometimes the guy that just will not quit is the guy who wins.
Oh, he just caught a right hand on the chin.
I don't know if that would be the case with David Diaz.
Does that mean we've gotten more civilized or more squeamish over the years?
Squeamish. We're not civilized.
They're not fighting 15-rounders either. Round 5. That was not as... That was. That one was.
And that was a little premature celebration upstairs.
Yeah, but the last 3 punches were hard punches. Wow.
You know, these are good, accurate, quality punches from Manny Pacquiao. But if you remember Manny Pacquiao from 4 or 5 years ago, it was like he was double parked. I mean, he was in a rush. He was in a hurry.
Yes.
He was just going crazy in there. Much more poised now.
Unless they got a pint standing by in the corner, this could get bad.
No, I agree. I don't see how much longer this can go.
I really don't. Because they're going to have to take a look at it. He's just getting chopped to pieces. It's almost Ali-like to me, guys.
I don't think Ali ever hit like this.
No.
This is the Thriller from Manila.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
look at the blood.
You know, this is target practice right now.
Yeah, it really is.
Big Draculich is looking in, the referee, to see what the damage is being done to David Diaz's eye.
All right, again, all Manny. And round number 4. You see that every so often Diaz will finish off a combination with a shot, but there's just nothing on it because it's
Freddie Roach told me at his camp a couple of weeks ago that it was very close to Manny going back to the Philippines. Nobody wanted him. And they came, and he was in New York, and he made his way west through Vegas and wound up at the Wild Card Gym. They went in. Freddie worked with the pads. They said, Freddie, you're the guy.
There's just no stopping that.
No, it's just deep.
But on the bright side, it is running down the side of his face and not into his eyes. See, the one thing I don't think they did expect, though, is that they're not slowing this guy down. They're not tiring him.
They're not putting in the work to really come on in the late rounds. You got to do something to stress Manny out, wear him down a little bit to the body, and Diaz is just not able to mount a sustained attack because of punches like that.
Yeah, he can't. He just cannot get past that. He actually landed a pretty good right hand there, but I don't think it had the kind of effect he expected it to have.
He's going to have to follow up on punches like that, and Manny's not letting him do it.
Manny's keeping him too busy. Keeping him too busy playing defense.
A beautiful swarm of punches, and that's what Diaz has run into, a swarm.
Another right, but
Pacquiao answers back, and when Pacquiao answers back, you're seeing here, it's a volley of punches.
Round 7, the domination tonight by Manny Pacquiao. We'll see if the champion can turn it around. And I heard in the corner, Diaz, probably the most true statement, that said it's not the punches, it's the speed. It also begs the question, if this fight was at Pacquiao used to fight, would he be able to take the guy out? Is there a difference between fighting a guy that's a bigger guy like this?
It would have been an absolutely senseless way for Manny to fight because you're giving Diaz his only chance to be in the fight.
Yeah, he could run into a punch.
There's a body shot there from Diaz, and Manny answers.
And Diaz never stops trying.
No, he doesn't.
He'll land a single shot, and it's a solid shot. He just can't follow up with anything.
That's the
slower pace this round for Manny in the 7th round, and do remember, he slowed down a little bit in his last fight in the later rounds.
And he was bound to slow down a little bit. I mean, he's really set a hell of a pace in this fight. See, the thing is, Diaz is not going to slow down. He doesn't have much to slow down from.
Right.
But no, seriously, he fights at the same pace every single round.
He's starting to land more punches in just like the final minute here of this round 7.
But it's not. Still, I think he's having his best round of the fight.
I think so too. But under theory, if Manny's won the first 7 rounds, Diaz cannot win this fight, even if he won the last 5.
Well, there's always the old knockout.
That's I'm saying on the cards, but yes, the knockout.
I agree with you on the cards. There's no way.
Oh, now there's blood coming from the left nostril.
Manny is backing Diaz off. Loading up with single power shots in this round. Thinking that Diaz might be sensing that Manny is slowing down and that he might actually try to step it up a little bit. And maybe Manny is stifling that momentum.
The left landed.
You're right. Manny may have realized that. You know, let's nip this in the bud before
nipping
this guy.
the enthusiasm in the bud. Yeah, curb your enthusiasm, Diaz. I'm still the man.
He may not be softened up, but he's certainly mushy. Diaz going backwards in the protective mode now. Yeah, he's getting
He doesn't do much of that, man.
Yeah, he don't want to be there.
He doesn't do much covering up, so you know.
Vision's a problem for David.
Yeah, the blood is now dripping into the eye. Both eyes.
Yeah, but you know, when you're refereeing a fight, I think you have to take the history of the fighters into account.
Absolutely. That's part of your job.
But Dracula is looking really close at the face of David Diaz.
Guys, Diaz is in a survival mode right now. That's all it is.
Yeah.
He does not want to go down. But he might get stopped.
He needs to do something. He's got, I mean, because Manny is just getting bolder and bolder. If Diaz is playing possum, he's doing a great job, but he's not. It's all Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, I don't think that's part of his arsenal. I really don't. I don't think there's any kind of guile or artifice in the way this guy fights. I mean,
no, he's an honest man. He's an honest fighter.
And he's giving you what he's got. I mean, this is it. Oh, he just winced. The heads came together there.
Yeah. Well, he could. That was a big roundhouse that would have said good night, but it missed over the top of Diaz.
I think the thing that surprises me the most here, Doug, is how much effect Pacquiao's punches have had on the bigger man.
Beautiful body head combination here with Diaz's back to the ropes.
They stopped it. Round 9 temporarily, but it'll be bloodied up here pretty soon. Manny coming out with bad intentions in round 9. He just does not want to give Diaz any breathing room, nor should he.
Alan, they have as much chance of stopping that card as I do of holding back Niagara Falls.
Diaz mounting a little desperation offense, and Manny holds up his arms like, okay.
Manny won't even give him, his one little moment there.
No. And it was a little moment.
Weren't they both in white trunks?
Yeah, they're crimson now. Diaz is crimson trunk. We're in round 9. The champion is the bloodiest one in there.
That's not coming out in the dry cleaning, I fear.
No. Could be done. Well, that's for wine.
Same color.
Same color.
Ooh, good left by Diaz. He snuck one in.
Snuck one in, and now he's got a little pumped up a little bit.
Manny didn't celebrate after that one.
No. Whoa, good left hand from Pacquiao. That staggered Diaz, who comes forward now. Oh, left hand.
I hate to say it, Diaz will never have it.
No, Diaz is never going to be that kind of fighter. But I mean, the thing is, we wondered whether Manny would be able to rise to the level, but he seems to be one of those.
Down he goes with the left hand.
Fight is over.
Fight's over. Thank you.
Big left hand. It came from not too far away.
About 6 inches.
You just hope Diaz isn't seriously hurt.
That's what I was just getting to, guys. I was getting worried about that because he's fought and taken so much damage.
Let's take a look at the punch that finished off David Diaz. It's a left hand that traveled about half a foot.
Diaz lunged right into it.
Yes, he did.
And when you see a guy fall face first, you know he's neurologically, he scrambled. Oh, yeah. The body was limp.
Yeah.
It was limp before he hit the canvas.
He was certainly knocked out momentarily. Oh,
yeah. Like a marionette whose strings were cut. Just
last time I saw one like that from that distance when Foreman knocked out Moore.
You're absolutely right.
Remember that punch?
Yep.
Except it was a right hand, but Manny's left-handed.
The winner by knockout victory, the fighting pride of the Philippines, now a 4-time world champion and new WBC lightweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
One of Manny's most iconic fights, dubbed the Dream Match, was against the Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya on December 6, 2008. Oscar was tall and massive, but this fight would end, just like David and Goliath.
A battle between the Filipinos and the Mexicans.
Right here in the United States.
Right. Manny caught him. Oscar De La Hoya already. Oscar blasts the left side of the body of Manny downstairs. Manny touches him up with his jab that time. There's a left-hand lead for Manny, which is his power shot for the southpaw.
Some good sneaky shots getting through by Pacquiao.
Now Oscar opens up for the first time. Catches Pacquiao to the right temporal bone.
And there's Pacquiao darting back out of trouble and then into the punching range. And his speed has probably been a little bit of a surprise for Oscar so far. And here is Pacquiao on the right side of his screen.
And he gets off by hitting Oscar.
Now, Oscar De La Hoya looked tight in the opening round.
He looks tight right now, too. And Manny nails him with the right hand. You know, Oscar was a natural southpaw, so he's got considerable power with his left hand, but he hasn't been able to land it yet. Manny's landed the heavier blows and more blows. The movement of his head and the hand speed.
Now watch when De La Hoya moves to his left to cut off the ring. That is when Pacquiao charges him.
You got to get a piece of him.
But start there, yeah, get inside. He wants the right hand lead against Pacquiao, but Pacquiao is really quick with his feet.
Oscar fighting a little on the flat-footed side. Manny right up on his toes.
Yeah, it's magic so far for Pacquiao, his ability to go in and out.
Always used to say hit and don't get hit, in and out, and that's exactly the way Manny Pacquiao is fighting right now. There's the uppercut. Straight left hand.
And he's showing extraordinary patience. He lands his best shot, then he gets out.
In a second, I should say. There was a left hook that got through that time, but it was with an outstretched hand of Oscar. There was no power behind it. Pacquiao has landed some power upstairs to Oscar because he's swollen around the eyes and on the cheeks. And his jab, really doesn't seem to have that kind of power.
Go through the Pacquiao jab and get that right hand in. And he's starting to load up with it now.
Oscar loaded up a couple of shots and both were taken on the back of the gloves.
No, but it shows where Oscar De La Hoya's fight plan is headed.
Straight left hand down the middle, snap the head back of Oscar. Oscar hasn't done enough to win the first 2 minutes of this round. Pacquiao's down on his heels a little bit more, but he's picking his shots. Nice head movement, making a difficult target with that left hand for Oscar.
Here's Manny Pacquiao, the straight leaping left hand. Look at that off the movement. How do you get that shot through a lead shot on Oscar De La Hoya?
Let's go, Freddie.
The quickness, he poises, gets through. Throws a shot that poises, gets through. Throws a shot that...
MGM Grand Garden Arena, the obvious hand speed of Pacquiao is just that. It's so obvious. The left hand down the middle.
Hits him off the stop. And with Pacquiao moving like this, you see that it's been hard for De La Hoya to locate that lead right hand he wants.
He couldn't manage to win any rounds, or many rounds, if any, against Oscar. And Manny Pacquiao is certainly more than holding his own. It seems like every time he throws the right hand, Manny's dipping. And making, even when he lands, there's a right hand crisp on the jaw of De La Hoya. Unleashes an assault to the body, nothing powerful. But this is.
Yeah, in terms of power, Oscar De La Hoya has already been touched up more by Manny Pacquiao than he was.
That's the way he gets himself ready to fight. It's all business in the ring, and it's a dangerous sport. But right now, he's on the receiving end of the speed of Pacquiao. With a minute gone, Oscar just pouring with the jab, not really stepping up into it, not throwing the left hand to the body with any viciousness at all. And look at Manny. Look at the amount of punches he's throwing there.
And the power. Here's a guy that's come up from 106, and he's a legitimate welterweight power puncher here.
Look at this.
He has been terrific moving up. Meantime, Oscar De La Hoya has not looked good coming down. This is not a comfortable weight class for him tonight.
There are some judges who could have gone the other way in that one. So Oscar finally plants a right hand to the body, then upstairs. And now he finally starts hitting Manny. In losing efforts to Bernard Hopkins, to Mayweather, twice to Shane Mosley, and Felix Trinidad, he didn't look this bad.
Pretty soon, not going to be issue for him.
Oscar's left eye closing up with that jab and the left hand following it. And now here he tries to exchange with Manny. Nothing that he throws lands, and Manny touches him up. So nothing really working for Oscar. Even when he opens up, Pacquiao is landing more shots.
And there's Pacquiao with two and then a left hand down the middle, and we're used to Oscar De La Hoya standing. Most surprising part of this fight is how Pacquiao has maintained his speed and still has good power at 147. Here's Pacquiao, double jab, straight left hand through there. You just don't see Oscar De La Hoya.
You know, he threw the right hand that time with kind of the thumb out and the palm up. That's not the way you throw a power shot with your right hand. Oscar again tentative with the left hand, so what does Pacquiao do? He cracks him with the right hand. He's working on that left eye of Oscar De La Hoya and has it almost shut. Oscar not getting off right hands, and he looks like he's almost shell-shy right now, the way Manny's attacking him.
And this has been the fight since the beginning. Pacquiao's power bothering Oscar De La Hoya.
The corner of Pacquiao, and maybe Freddie Roach saying don't get caught in the corner. Now De La Hoya's caught in the corner. And look at this guy go. Minute 15 seconds ago, and De La Hoya's in trouble.
He can't get off these ropes here.
Oscar De La Hoya. And he nailed him with the right hand. He's all over him right now. Oscar's hurt. Pacquiao pouring the pressure on. Finally, Oscar steps away.
They will be taking a real close look at stopping this when, look at this action. Pacquiao, 3 shots. And when do you see Oscar De La Hoya? And Pacquiao still stands and slugs with him after getting hit.
Now remember that Oscar De La Hoya has been a great champion, and one big hand could change the course of this fight. Miraculous move on Oscar De La Hoya. As I say that, Pacquiao pours the pressure on him, and this might be the miraculous finish of the career of Oscar De La Hoya. Pacquiao really labeling him and blasting him with left hand, right hand. Feigning as everything that Freddie Roach has told him to do, he's executed.
And we've seen De La Hoya again on the ropes with the sanctuary.
And look at that. Just as Freddie told him, he walked right back to the center of the ring. And now this is one thing that, again, don't mess with this guy. And the power shots are right downstairs. And look at Pacquiao, battle to the end of the 8th round, trying to stop Oscar De La Hoya in his tracks. He knows he's 35, and it's all over. The fight is stopped. It's all over. De La Hoya can't answer the bell for the 9th round. Right away that he just couldn't get off. And look at the very end of the fight where Pacquiao is just...
He's really putting the pressure on at the end of round 8. Almost puts Oscar De La Hoya down. The right eye's closing, and after this...
Fighter in the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
Vegas, May 2009. 25,000 British fans crossed an ocean singing the Ricky Hatton anthem like they were headed to a coronation.
Good luck. Touch up.
Instead, they watched their guy get dropped twice in round 1.
It's got to be the Ricky Hatton who comes forward and blasts away.
Trying to set the pace. Hatton talking about trying to be a different fighter. This is second fight under Floyd Mayweather Sr. and already a couple of shots to the body as he ties up Pacquiao.
I'll tell you who's going to be key in this fight is the referee. He's going to allow him to play into that style, to work into that midsection.
Pacquiao working, taking the shots to the body.
Well, he's going to try to not let Pacquiao have a moment to relax. Pacquiao could basically sit back and pick apart Oscar De La Hoya because Oscar wasn't punching back.
Which, you're exactly right. And not only that, there's lots of head movements, there's lots of feet movement, and the speed of
and Pacquiao hurts. Just check with Juan Manuel Marquez about what can happen in the first round against Manny Pacquiao.
Well, this will be an interesting fight because neither one of these guys, as Pacquiao lands another right hand, was really challenged in his last fight.
Oh, Kurt, beautiful shot combinations.
Oh, down here in the first round. Was really challenged in his last fight.
Oh, Kurt, beautiful shot combinations. Freddie Roach predicted the 3rd round. He said it as a joke to annoy Mayweather. He might have been a little too conservative.
And Hatton's in trouble again. Final 10 seconds of round 1, and Hatton's down for the 2nd time here in this opening round.
These were clean, perfect shots landed by Pacquiao. Look at that! What an incredible shot. Oh. It doesn't get any better than that.
Hatton had never been knocked down at 140 pounds. He's been knocked down twice already in this opening round by Pacquiao. And we talked about his struggles against left-handers. You have to wonder, is he not able to see that right hook coming because of the weird angle?
Being at the gym is...
Hatton knocked Pacquiao off balance with that shot, but Hatton is still rocky.
I know the great boxing announcer Jim Lampley has said many times about Ricky Hatton, no fighter fights a full 3 minutes of every round like Hatton does, but Pacquiao, not phased at all, connects with a couple left hands again.
Ricky Hatton's style seems to play in perfectly into the hands of Manny Pacquiao, the new Manny Pacquiao.
Now Ricky he needs to get through this 2nd round and get himself together. He's got no rhythm at all right now.
A new Ricky Hatton and a different style, but once he gets hit, he's going to revert to what he's always been as he takes another left hand to the head.
And there's no defense for a chin. Your chin is what it is when you're taking hard shots from Manny Pacquiao.
I haven't got one in there.
But Pacquiao answers back. The combination's doing damage on Hatton. And Ricky Hatton right now seems to be in survival mode as we get to the final 30 seconds of the second round. Needs to get to his corner just to catch his breath. The movement of Pacquiao keeping Hatton in trouble.
Manny Pacquiao never fails to surprise me with what he brings to the table. It's always a little better than I thought.
Down again. And now he's knocked out this time. That's it. Ricky Hatton is done. Knocked out in the second round by Manny Pacquiao. Is there any question that he is the best fighter in the world right now?
He just cemented his legend.
Not only is he the best fighter in the world,
He's the most exciting fighter.
this is an all-time. It didn't even go to, and it was just a perfect punch. Hatton dropped his right hand, and Pacquiao came right over the lowered left hand. Watch Hatton's left hand go down, and Pacquiao comes right over it.
Right on the button.
The knockout spot. One of the most spectacular, sensational knockouts. And of course, our thoughts are with Ricky Hatton. We don't want to go too nuts in our commentary here because Ricky, I don't believe, has gotten up yet. But it was there's no more you can ask of Manny Pacquiao.
Well, we didn't really get a chance to get into it. The fight ended so quickly, but the big thing about fighting Pacquiao that so many fighters talk about is his angles and how difficult it is to see where some of those punches are coming.
Pac-Man Pacquiao. In November 2009, Manny was set to fight Miguel Cotto. It was an amazing back and forth until it wasn't.
That is fuel for this.
Touch of the gloves in the opening round, and Cotto refused it.
He's been dead serious, start to finish, it seems. And the jab in the face rocks it. And what an opening salvo, and a little bit of a statement there. I think a very big one.
That was my first key to victory for Pacquiao, for Miguel Cotto tonight, was to use the jab, which he did against Shane Mosley.
Very effectively. But he's got to be aggressive, but he's got to be careful. They know how dangerous Cotto is, and they think especially early.
It seemed to feel the difference in power off the bat.
He's got to do something to take this guy's speed away, to get around the speed. And the jab will help. Time those rushes.
It seemed to feel the difference in power off the bat.
He's got to do something to take this guy's speed away, to get around the speed. And the jab will help. Time those rushes.
And the likes of Zab Judah and the likes of Shane Mosley.
Well, let's not make Cotto out to be this one-dimensional slugger. He could jab, he could counterpunch, he could box, he finds ways to win. It's very early. Listen, we're taking nothing away from the guy who's pound for pound king of the world.
Well, not just that, gentlemen. I think he tasted that leather really early.
For the champion in white, Miguel Cotto.
Oh, and this is going to be a good fight.
I thought Miguel Cotto fought a beautiful round, and there he dug a left hook to the body. Mostly he controlled it with his jab, but Cotto, I thought, just fought a beautiful round.
Counter punch from Pacquiao.
Cotto doing a good job with that stiff jab, overfying Pacquiao's speed. Pacquiao letting his hands go a little bit more in this round.
To Cotto that Cotto hasn't seen before.
He's taking his time, but Cotto's timing Pacquiao well. Cotto gives up any kind of advantage there by going almost to his knees. Much more deliberate fight from Pacquiao. Nice left hand. Cotto absorbs a combination.
And working the body, Cotto.
Well, Cotto in control. He's not reverting right away, getting into a slugfest. There's that left hook, sweeps in on Pacquiao.
And that's what Frady was working with Manny this whole camp to stay off of those ropes.
Absolutely.
Beautiful combination by Pacquiao.
Now we're seeing some of that speed, though, of Pacquiao beginning to make a little bit of a difference for him.
You're right, Rich. I think he had to adjust to the strength of Cotto, and he had to realize that he could hang in there.
Just that switch. He doesn't do it a lot. He's a natural left-hander. Body head, but the body really landed. For Cotto, back comes Pacquiao, stinging combination. Just that switch. He doesn't do it a lot. He's a natural left-hander. Body head, but the body really landed. For Cotto, back comes Pacquiao, stinging combination.
Still was able to land big shots.
Big from Pacquiao, staying on the outside, feeling a little bit more comfortable. Cotto using angles, jabbing. Guys with quick hands, and he seems to nullify the speed with that crisp jab of his.
Yeah, if he could time him, and he's done a good job, but here comes lightning combination from Pacquiao. And Pacquiao moving forward for the first time in the third round.
Beautiful counter shot by Pacquiao.
Yeah, and here comes angles, and that's a bad break for the champion.
But it is a knockdown.
It is a knockdown.
But I'll tell you, I like the speed of Cotto. He doesn't look so slow.
Cotto does not look slow at all. He seemed to match him with counter punches, and Pacquiao cannot get overconfident.
Body shots absorbed nicely. Pacquiao says, give me more. Pacquiao comes up with air. Cotto bites down with more power shots.
We should remember, too, that Miguel Cotto is a guy who has been shaken in fights. He has been knocked down, like by Ricardo Torres. He knows how to get up and win.
Yeah, it's a lot of heart. Heart's never questioned.
All right, let's take a look at the knockdown now. Manny coming forward. Oh, that's a solid knockdown. That is a definite knockdown, a right to the...
With measured aggression. Oh, left hand lands to the face.
Pacquiao did not slide off those ropes, and he had to pay the price.
Another left hand, but Pacquiao answers with
3-4 fights.
Since Marquez, maybe, huh?
Sure.
Nice body shot by Pacquiao. That's what he should be doing. Turning, and reloading. Like the 2-minute round.
And I didn't think I'd see Manny be just resting on the ropes.
Manny's been driven back at times, but here he comes forward. Boy, he had flashes of brilliance in this round. Turning, Cotto.
And he can switch because he's a natural southpaw.
Oh, nice movement from Cotto to avoid those shots. And he's down again. Combination puts him down.
He's hurt this time. He's very wobbly. All right, let's take a look at it. Pacquiao, just a brilliant left hook. Look at it, it's a one-punch knockdown. And you could see he was actually flagging in the wind, it looked like, before he went down.
Pacquiao with the flurries and a beautiful left hook. It was sort of an uppercut. There it is. Series of uppercuts. Cotto coming forward, using his momentum, and Pacquiao with his power punch.
And we're only in the fifth. Here comes Cotto marching forward, and I don't understand what that is. I mean, it should be a war of aggression, but the war of attrition is taking its toll on the champion.
Well, Cotto needs to get a rhythm back here, and he can start with the jab.
I thought if they stood and traded, Cotto would get the better of the exchanges due to the body attacks, but it's been the other way around.
It's exactly outslug the slugger. Pacquiao turning, looking for angles. Right hand
in this round.
They've slowed down just a bit, but here comes Cotto.
He had him hurt, you're exactly right, Rich, and he's abandoned going to the body, which really slowed him down, I thought, in the round when he got the knockdown.
Pacquiao's taking the round off.
This is where he wants to keep the fight.
Well, Cotto was dazed in that other round, that last round.
Is that going to catch up in the later rounds? That remains to be seen with Pacquiao.
We'll see. If it goes later, Mario.
It's true, Nick.
End of 5.
Manny Pacquiao, the big right hand. Cotto plotting, abandoning the jab, which he was having success with. This is what I didn't want to see. The uppercut from Cotto.
Very much in control is Manny Pacquiao on the left.
And that's a Pacquiao of old. Upstairs, downstairs, darting in, darting out. That's when he's the most effective.
Yeah, 3 shots here as Cotto can't dial in.
And really put on a show. It's the best for the sport. That's why this product is unbeatable.
Pacquiao has the champion on the ropes momentarily.
Yeah, I thought he dinged him there a little bit.
And you know, it's funny. It's odd that Cotto's been southpaw, don't you think?
Oh yeah, he's been active this round. I thought he kind of took that last round off.
A lot of steam has been taken from Cotto.
I agree, Mario.
A lot of steam. At making adjustments and doing what he has to do to win.
Oh, he got hit flush. Flush with the left hand. And Pacquiao's holding on to him.
And possibly, and big shot by Cotto.
Beginning to take on a very jaded look here now as Cotto came through, and that was a quality left hook that Miguel landed, driving Pacquiao back, as you can see, thrown with speed, a lot of power.
Pacquiao answering, hence the office pool at my work. And I've got the 7th round.
Here comes Pacquiao on big. Pacquiao far busier and more effective even in the 7th.
And you can hear those shots.
Cotto's throwing single shots infrequently. When's the last time we saw a right hand from Miguel Cotto? Left hand from Cotto. Moving him to the ropes. Big left hand, which he's tried to line up all night. Well, it would appear. There's the right hand from Cotto. Tries a combination. Cotto in retreat. He's on the ropes now. And Pacquiao with 3 shots after 3 shots. The faster man. There you go. Cotto with no head movement. He may be moving his feet, but he's still a target. Left hook to the body by him. Multiple knockdowns or knockout at this point, guys. You know, does he have the strength at this point? Multiple knockdowns or knockout at this point, guys. You know, does he have the strength at this point? Yeah, that's a good point.
I think Cotto got stung.
Here he comes.
I saw him back off, and I saw a little look on his face.
Yes. His nose is really bleeding now. Cotto's face showing
Pacquiao is zeroing in now. All about aggression. This could turn into a war of attrition right now. Pacquiao's work rate has been so measured. Oh, and now the champion absorbing punches. Pacquiao's work rate has been so measured. Oh, and now the champion absorbing punches.
Do anything but just defend himself. He really couldn't fire back in this round as he was in previous rounds. Look at Manny just exploding. By Manny Pacquiao taking complete control of the fight, doing it there with speed and combinations, leaving Cotto.
He's a machine.
Rocky 3 will not come to fruition, it seems, tonight.
Yeah, he loves the fight, doesn't he? These 3-minute rounds must seem like 30-minute rounds to Cotto. He's got to start by throwing it. He's got to start by throwing it. Credit Pacquiao, he's controlled this pace the entire fight. There he goes when he wants. Throwing when he wants. He got caught coming in there.
In the last couple of rounds.
No, it turned into survival mode.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, he's moving well. His legs are still strong.
He's in red.
And there he goes.
The Puerto Rican crowd has gone silent. Stinging combinations and Kenny Bayless calls it off.
Round knockout for Manny Pacquiao.
When will it ever end for Pacquiao? There is no limit, it seems, to what this man can do. The Puerto Rican crowd has gone silent. Stinging combinations and Kenny Bayless calls it off.
Round knockout for Manny Pacquiao.
When will it ever end for Pacquiao? There is no limit, it seems, to what this man can do. By this man, Pacquiao.
Too much speed, too many shots. Kenny Bayless realized it in the end. Pacquiao coming, landing strong shots. Bayless jumped in. He didn't want to see Cotto take any more punishment.
Manny Pacquiao. On November 13th, 2010, at Cowboys Stadium in Texas, Pacquiao took on the much bigger and heavier Antonio Margarito for the vacant WBC Super Welterweight Championship. This fight was so iconic because it secured Manny a throne in the Hall of Legends.
Down on Pacquiao, but Pacquiao quicker-handed.
Those punches look like they're coming with ferocity, though.
And at any time, that big punch could land and just change it immediately. Then there's the cut factor. You get the southpaw against the right-hander.
That's right.
Short guy against the tall guy.
With Margarito, Pacquiao will explore. Left to the body, right to the head by Pacquiao.
Yeah, but there really isn't fighters out there that really can give you certain looks.
3-punch combination there. 2 to the head and a right to the body.
Another thing is you look at the guys where we are up close. Look at Pacquiao's lower legs. They're so much heavier than the taller Margarito and the heavier Margarito. I mean,
so far Pacquiao hitting and not being hit. Good shot to the body. There's a right hand by Margarito.
Manny Pacquiao.
It's so noticeable, the hand speed, isn't it?
Tremendous.
Headbutt. Margarito now throws a jab, had a couple of body shots, slips a right hand through. And Pacquiao answers with 5 of his own. Most of those by Margarito missed.
Beautiful right hook counterpunch Pacquiao has really perfected. Who's constantly coming forward with his hands, never by his chin, always attacking. But when you're worried about getting hit as much as against a Pacquiao, you can't help but keep him covered.
Well, he's got him back on his heels now.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Margarito's gotten there a couple of times, but Pacquiao's out punching him 5-1.
Easily done. Look at this. And pinpoint accuracy.
The crowd is at a high pitch.
It's a frenzy.
From the beginning of the round to the end of the round, no matter who's doing it.
Beautiful combinations by Manny Pacquiao.
4 punches.
Look at the movement. Slides to the left, then he bounces, go back to his right, throws a barrage of punches.
And I've never seen Margarito reluctant to let go of his hands than I have in this fight.
The body shot that time by Pacquiao. Comes to the left hook, misses with the right. Doesn't miss with that left. Came with that left hand from out of nowhere.
Look at this.
4-punch combination. He's got Margarito going backward.
That chin is solid. So it's definitely a tough customer, and he's got a lot of heart.
And again, the way that head's bouncing around him, look at the way he's operating.
I think that one hurt him.
Look at the defense to Manny. You know, he's blocking a lot on the gloves and on the elbows. And here's Margarito on the assault. But he's beat by the quicker Pacquiao again.
It's pretty nasty right now.
I remember I said after 4 years, he's going to start busting him up. And he's already started it in the 4th round.
Now, Margarito has done nothing to take advantage of his height, his reach. At this point, it's a glorified sparring match. And Pacquiao's having his way with Antonio Margarito.
Look at him blocking him on the elbow. He comes with the uppercut. He catches it with his hands. This guy's extraordinary.
It's an absolute clinic that he's putting on right here.
Oh, and that eye is bad.
Margarito up, and Margarito now in retreat.
He might be ready to drop him.
He could be. He is beat up.
And that is in the eye where Margarito can land that powerful left shot of his.
Margarito just absolutely has no answer.
He has nothing. Watch this stuff here now. Watch the hand speed of Pacquiao. And look at the power right between the gloves. And watch this, watch this. Boom! Right on top of it. And right back with another shot with that power.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, you know, Bob Arum said
beautiful combination.
Better than Muhammad Ali because he punches with both hands. Ali was a one-punch guy, you know, an accumulation of punches. This guy's a power puncher with both hands.
Oh, Colonel, the fact that he was able to ascend to all these weight classes, which makes it so impressive.
I mean, his seat in Canastota is solid already.
Oh, yeah.
Margarito got a little bit of a wake-up call, and now he's just paying for it.
Margarito in his prime was relentless like this. Pacquiao had to stop throwing punches from the get-go.
And again, he's got him backing up.
And this should have been, but Margarito cannot execute against him at all.
Yep.
That's exactly right. I think, though, that he's a much better fighter now than he was then.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. That's true, and that is a valid point.
Boxing has got to see Mayweather and him do battle.
No, you're right.
Little uppercut from Margarito. Gets a bit of a wake-up call here.
And that's what I was concerned with all the rumors floating around, was the conditioning, the spring in his step. Well, looks like the same old fantastic Manny to me.
Absolutely does. And he's just so sharp.
This is like a World Cup atmosphere, which is great. Quite the production. Top Rank did an excellent job.
Thank God they don't have those horns here. Just keep that in mind when you got a big puncher.
You're exactly right. And Freddie Roach is the best at reminding him of that. In the midst of all this chaos,
I mean, we may be looking at one of the greatest fighters that ever lived. I mean, if statistics and whatnot tell the story, certainly 8 world titles. He's going to win his 8th tonight.
Coming out of the end of round 6, and it's just more of the same thing.
Beautiful counter shots by Margarito.
Well,
I mean,
Pacquiao got his hand wrapped on the rope. No, I think that one punch got Pacquiao's attention.
Oh, and that's a big left hand by Pacquiao.
And now Pacquiao fighting off the ropes and kind of getting things back to where they were.
Listen to the crowd as the bells fight.
No, I think that one punch got Pacquiao's attention.
Oh, and that's a big left hand by Pacquiao.
And now Pacquiao fighting off the ropes and kind of getting things back to where they were.
Listen to the crowd as the bells sound. This is where he gets hurt. Watch and see if his hand gets hung up in the rope.
I thought it did.
And see, yeah, it does. It does, Barry. The left hand, and Margarito right on top, and then he blasted him a shot right to the liver. He hurt him.
That almost dropped him.
Oh, yeah, and that shot.
The other thing, the problem is this goes on another couple rounds, is if the eye totally closes up, referee might have to stop the fight. When he goes out, Mario, it'll be on his shield.
Oh, yeah.
No quitting a Tijuana fighter.
Oh, no.
There was a right hand from Margarito. And another right hand from Margarito and another one.
Manny throwing shots, get just a hair careless there for a second.
And now he bounces right back.
This is where Margarito wants to keep him, Colonel, on those ropes. And Pacquiao feels his back touch those ropes and quickly moves.
Such a
skill. 6-punch combination right there.
And then 6 right on top of it.
Right on top of it.
And the way he's able to unleash those combinations, he's got such incredible balance.
Gee, Mario, you said the Energizer Bunny.
10 seconds left here in round 7. Margarito did get there again with a right hand every now and then.
Every now and then, you're right, Barry. He does land those punches, but it's not
going to the promoters. It's important to the sport. I mean, that fight has to be made for the sport of boxing.
Look at this. Manny chooses to stay on the ropes and mix with them.
And that's not a good place to be because Margarito still, you can hear those punches, gentlemen, and they're still coming with ferocity. And Manny likes to mix it up. He does.
Sometimes a fighter just has to fight. Test himself. Look at the face.
Vicious shots, and Margarito taking them and smiling. And Pacquiao's going, wow, this is a tough customer here in front of me.
Margarito might have given it his best shot just a moment ago. He had Pacquiao on the ropes, he hit him.
And he has him there again. Let's see if he can be busy and do what he needs to do.
Pacquiao slides this time. He had enough of the power.
Barry, you're feeling those shots.
Now the left eye is beginning to swell up of Margarito.
Pacquiao backs into the ropes again. Took a big uppercut.
Extraordinary. He's got to slow down. I mean, it's not humanly possible to continue at the rate that he was energizing, bunnying along.
You would think.
Well, of course, that's what I said against Cloudy, too. And when did he throw 1,300 punches or something, didn't he?
Look at this.
And this is a much more entertaining affair than with Cloudy. Margarito coming to fight.
Margarito has landed some of his best punches of the fight in this round.
Yes, Colonel.
But he hasn't won the round, I don't think.
No. Hasn't done enough because Pacquiao's had an answer for everything he's thrown at him. Beautiful counter shot by Margarito. I mean, Pacquiao with lefts and rights.
Here's the warrior Pacquiao. He chooses to stay in the corner. Where does the energy come from? Wow!
It's remarkable.
Much to the chagrin of Freddie Roach, who wishes he doesn't stop. This is some of Margarito's great work. Nice body shots against Pacquiao. Busy with some short left hooks. Caught him with a right. Again, another nice body shot. Barrage of punches, some of Margarito's best work. He's just not able to keep him on the ropes long enough
to win the fight, and certainly have to knock him down 2 or 3 times to even get in the fight.
Yeah, it's hard to make a case for Margarito having won any round, although I think Pacquiao has kind of taken this round off a little bit.
Still landing big shots, Barry.
Yeah,
but you're exactly right. Not as Antonio, relentless, methodical in his approach. Tough customer, and a huge right hook that he just took from Manny Pacquiao and kept coming. Huge right hook that he just took from Manny Pacquiao and kept coming.
Pacquiao now gets out of there. Pacquiao's punch production is definitely down in this round, but I still think he probably did enough to win the round.
Oh, definitely. So he's not used to being in this position where his opponent is still coming forward.
Yeah. It's a double right hand. Very difficult combination.
You notice the fatigue factor. I was going to say Manny missed it a couple of times. As I'm about to let that come out of my mouth, he cracks him with the right hand.
Yeah.
That left eye. Oh, the right eye, rather.
And he just took about 5 shots.
Oh, and another beautiful shot from Manny Pacquiao.
It was an uppercut.
Look at this.
Pacquiao.
Margarito having a hard time seeing.
He's not seeing to the right side at all.
And Pacquiao's just not missing anything.
Nice pinpoint. Look at that. Right on top of it again. The crowd is in an absolute frenzy.
Yeah, it's just been a terrific night. They're seeing an absolute clinic here from the champion, Manny Pacquiao. And it's not to take anything away from Margarito. Margarito came here with an idea. He's really tried.
I got to tell you, if I'm in the corner of Margarito, I stop the fight after this round. He can't win it, and no sense of him taking any more head blows. They should stop the fight. Manny beating the daylights out of him now.
Yeah, this fight should be stopped. And if the corner was smart, they would stop the fight.
Oh, Margarito taking a huge right hook.
And now he's in trouble. What's to go?
Margarito's a perfect example of a fighter who's a little too tough for his own good.
That's exactly right.
And that can be dangerous later in life.
And you hope he survives the round, and then they stop it. That's it.
Pacquiao, and watch where it lands. Boom!
Right on the temple.
They're going to let the fight go on, and it shouldn't.
Different angle. Oh.
And if they stop it, it'll be 11th.
This fight has gone on too far, too long.
Margarito still throwing.
It's Cole to stop the fight, and Lawrence Cole's just standing there, and he should step in and stop it right now.
I think Lawrence will stop it very shortly. There's about 7 punches in a row there.
Lawrence might just be admiring his work and forgetting where he's at the moment.
Stop this fight.
Yeah, this is way past what should be.
How many more times are you going to hit him in the head? He can't do anything, and he's getting pummeled to the head.
And I think Pacquiao just said, come on, to Lawrence Cole again.
Lawrence Cole, where are you, Lawrence
Stop
Cole?
it, Lawrence. What are we talking about, 40 head blows?
That's just horrible.
40 head blows?
They want to wait until they can't see, right?
This is the corner's fault.
Yeah. Colonel, I couldn't agree with you more. But often the blame goes to the ref, but you're right. It's the corner. The fighters don't want to go out on the run. They don't want to quit.
This is beyond where it needs to go.
I agree with you.
This has got to be the last round. He's actually trying not to put. Oh, man. He's got to fight. A fighter's got to fight.
Oh, yeah, it's not on Pacquiao.
No. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, Pacquiao really showing what a class act he is here. Doing what the referee wouldn't do.
And the camp did, both to Pacquiao and his corner.
But I mean, basically, Manny is taking this round off. And now maybe he'll finish strong for the last 30 seconds. But I mean, he could knock this guy down right now.
Yes. Yeah.
Ask him if he, in the end, had mercy from him. I'd like to know and hear it from him.
Definitely going to ask him.
Listen to the crowd. What a frenzy. Closing seconds of a great fight for Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, if not a great fight, a great victory.
Yeah, great victory. Total shutout.
A complete, absolute, complete performance.
The fighting pride of Sarangani Province, Philippines, Manny Pacquiao!
Manny faced Shane Mosley on May 7th, 2011. The two fighters were evenly matched until the third round.
It has to be early. And here we go. All that friendship.
I expect Pacquiao to box a little more, Barry, than he has in some of his past fights tonight.
Slip the left hand in, but don't be fooled by the reaction of the crowd. It's going to be greater sometimes than the power of the punch, perhaps.
A lot of times he will punch and then slide to the side. He likes to move and turn his opponents if he can.
That right hand of Mosley's was caught on the arm of Pacquiao.
It was a beautiful body blow by Manny. And Mosley answers back. He's got to answer back here tonight. Not only are the colors of the gloves different, but they're actually different brands of gloves. All right, Shane will be looking for the right hand tonight. He got it. He got an opening there for it, Barry, and drove it right down the middle, right between.
combination, nice one by Mosley. And there's Pacquiao with his best punch of the fight. A left hand that got between the gloves of Mosley. Pacquiao continues to try to work the body. A little short with that left hand.
All right, let's take a look. Manny had a wider edge in that second round than he might have had in the first round. There's a combination. He got there with the first punch with the jab. Couldn't follow it up with the left cross, however. As even Naseem Richardson, the trainer of Mosley, said yesterday, oh, the nice right there by Mosley.
It was, but he took a left from Pacquiao also. You can really tell Pacquiao trying to heed what Freddie Roach said and pace up here in this third round.
Mosley, he just needs to answer. He's going to have to start throwing that bomb of his. He's on the defensive.
Well, he is, and Pacquiao, a left hand drops it. Right on the button, and it caught him going a little sideways.
After Manny knocked Shane down in the third, he couldn't really recover. At the end, it was a unanimous decision victory.
Here, another left hand at the top of the head. Pacquiao just stalking him. Those missed.
Let's take a look at it, Barry. There's the left hand side of the chin. Mosley went down very awkwardly. And he stayed in that position for a couple of seconds. There's the left hand. Down goes Shane. Real knockdown. And look at the look on his face. What was that just happened to me?
Yeah, dazed almost. And now he's felt the power of Manny Pacquiao. That buckled his legs again. And that's not going to be a knockdown, but I'll tell you what.
Fantastic training camp. Said to be in better condition and going better than he's ever been.
Oh, there was a right hand by Mosley.
Finally it happened.
And right back comes Pacquiao. And remember Naseem Richardson saying, got to bend your knees. Mosley is not bending his knees.
All right, now take a look now. Mosley went down again, but there's a good left hook there. But as you watch the feet, they get kind of tangled up, and Manny throws him down a little bit. But it is a legal punch, barely.
There you saw him duck down, go to the body, and then come up with a left hand to the head.
So you prepared defensively to
There's a right hand and a left to the body behind it.
Pacquiao, not an easy guy to jab. He's got that left hand out in front, plus he gives you that side-to-side upper body movement, too. Pacquiao building up momentum now. This looks like... Shane said, I feel I have so many advantages. Smile out of Pacquiao there.
That right hand just missed.
I really feel that Mosley needs to be first. He was there.
But he got hit with the right hand. I can see why he might want to move a little bit to his left and try to throw that left hook. Right hand and a left hand underneath by Pacquiao.
That knockdown, Barry.
Right up the middle with a right hand, a good shot. Well, I think so, and we're in the 8th round now, and Pacquiao clearly, there's an uppercut from Mosley, but Pacquiao answers. And a left hand from Pacquiao. Well, I think so, and we're in the 8th round now, and Pacquiao clearly, there's an uppercut from Mosley, but Pacquiao answers. And a left hand from Pacquiao. You know, we were talking to him about all the things, like he's doing a concert tonight. Just up the street at Mandalay Bay. Left hand again. I think he might have gotten Mosley's attention with that last one. Big left hand there dropped in on Mosley. Left to the body, left to the head by Pacquiao.
It was in this very ring here, Barry.
Left to the body, left to the head, another left to the head.
All right, there's Pacquiao coming forward, right, and then the left that followed, and that sends immediately Shane Mosley backward again. Basically moving, trying to move out of harm's way. His legs gave way a little bit right there, Barry. Shane Mosley backward again. Basically moving, trying to move out of harm's way. His legs gave way a little bit right there, Barry.
I'm not surprised, quite honestly, as to how this fight has gone, and you and I talked about it. I'm not surprised, quite honestly, as to how this fight has gone, and you and I talked about it.
Never letting Mosley's jab get started.
That was a good right hand. Just kind of a push right hand, and now, I don't know what Mosley was saying. There was a headbutt there again. I didn't see one that time. There's a left hand. Mosley in wholesale retreat right now.
Gets to such a level of dominance, he starts feeling sorry for his opponents.
And then down. They're going to call that a knockdown.
Down goes Pacquiao.
I thought that was as much push as knockdown, and Manny did too. I did not feel that that was a knockdown.
Now Pacquiao says, come on, let's fight.
There's a left hand that hurt Mosley. Still 20 seconds to go in this round. 2 more left hands. There's a left hand that hurt Mosley. Still 20 seconds to go in this round. 2 more left hands.
Now take a look at the knockdown. Down goes Manny. He fell down, basically. I think his legs got tangled up. Crowd is booing.
There was no punch at all.
Kenny Bayless might have seen a little bit of the right. That right.
Oh, there it is. Stepped on his right foot.
Yep. And down goes Manny. And I just thought that made Manny Pacquiao angry, and he wanted to go out and punch, and
that's what he's doing. And there's another good right hand that pushes Mosley backward.
I don't know if he came into the ring with a game plan in mind.
Unless that knockdown just changed everything.
Tremendous body puncher, and he's just never really landed anything to the body.
I think he'd like to end this in dramatic fashion. Pacquiao's just overwhelming Mosley. Mosley finally opens up. I don't think any of those minute 20 seconds left in this fight. Absolute domination. There's a left hand.
Nassim said nobody fights like Pacquiao. We can duplicate his high energy in training, but all his moves are different. He's difficult to prepare for.
Good right hand by Pacquiao. Pacquiao trying to finish the job.
But Mosley incapable really of even launching a big final round desperation try. Manny Pacquiao, virtuoso performance, Barry. We're seeing again one of the all-time greats. Pacquiao an easy winner tonight, and Manny looks disappointed.
Judge at ringside, Glenn Trowbridge scores the bout 119 to 108. Dave Moretti sees it 120 to 108. And Dwayne Ford scores the bout 120 to 107. All three in favor of the winner. And still the WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
So a no doubt about it victory for Manny Pacquiao to retain his welterweight title. His wife Jinky never had an anxious moment in this fight and smiles at her husband as while it was 12 rounds, I mean that in itself is not an easy thing, but a very easy victory for him. And you can tell by
this next fight was the one Manny claimed would be his last, and it was for the legacy belt against Timothy Bradley Jr. in 2016. This was their third face-off. So far, it was 1-1.
But those two trainers have exited the ring, and so now it's really mano a mano, Bradley and Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao in the white with the blue and gold on either side of his trunks. It's him in white with purple. Tim, of course, has to deal with the fact that Manny's a southpaw, leads with his right hand. Bradley gets through with just touching the chin that time. Boy, Bradley really looks quick on his feet, doesn't he? And not a lot between them, and this is what I expected, is a lot of close rounds in this fight.
We could very well see a lot of these extremely difficult rounds to score.
And this is one of those, and this is exactly what I expected. And there's a lot of these that can be controversy against. Now here comes the bell to end the first round of the fight, and I didn't see anything between the two guys. Now here comes the bell to end the first round of the fight, and I didn't see anything between the two guys. All right, we moved to round 2. Colonel Bob Sheridan here, Rich Marotta, Christina Poncher, Manny Pacquiao in there with the gold trim on his trunks, and Tim Bradley with the gold and maroon on his trunks. Red, white, and blue shoes on Manny Pacquiao, as if I need to tell you who's who he is.
Oh.
Nice job of Bradley getting off when Pacquiao came in that time.
Oh.
Nice job of Bradley getting off when Pacquiao came in that time.
Yes, it is, and neither man is able to make something happen. Yeah.
Manny comes in, Tim uses nice defense. He came and tried to get back outside like Teddy asked him to do. Caught him with a shot on the inside.
Trick by Tim Bradley.
Body shot by Tim.
Now Tim's starting to fight very effectively.
Uppercut. But in reality, this fight is a lot closer than that.
Starting to get into it here a little.
Landed that one punch. I don't think that's enough to give him the round, though. I think very closely Bradley won that round.
All right, taking a look at some of the action from round 2. Tim Bradley was very clever, I thought, in this round of Pacquiao. Near the end of the round, it was back to Manny Pacquiao starting to make some things occur in there.
Manny caught him coming in, and Bradley countered him with an uppercut going back out. Yeah, I can see that Teddy wants Bradley to catch him going back out. Not quite in position to do it that time. Tim slipped over there. For Tim, it's just concentration, but this is a different Timothy Bradley than we saw in the second fight, where he was all about trying to land the big power shot. He's really boxing very, very well in this fight.
Well, barring no injuries, I think that was the game plan in the second fight, but after he tore his calf, I believe it was the 4th round, he just tried to land that home run shot. So maybe we'll get a healthy 12 rounds out of Tim Bradley in this fight.
See the way he stayed on that shoulder that time, so Manny couldn't hit him. Stayed right in there, kept his chest right on his shoulder.
You know, both fighters are showing some defensive prowess that they're not really known for in this fight. They're making the other guys miss.
For the life of me, I got to give that one to Bradley. 3rd round, very, very close, and Timothy got that one.
Bradley felt that one of his big advantages for this fight was not blowing up between fights.
Tim landed the jab, and there's a counter punch by Manny. Those 2 punches blocked by Timothy Bradley. He gets the right hand through. Manny gets right back. Lands a shot. He gets the right hand through. Manny gets right back. Lands a shot.
And Manny wants to press the action. I mean, he talked about it this week about having something to prove and wanting to put on a good show for the fans. He knows that the fans were disappointed after the result of his last fight.
This is already a better fight because, you know, Mayweather fights that way and it's his way of winning. But Bradley's come here to fight to to box, and so has Manny. I think Manny's having his best round of the fight so far here in the 4th round.
You see it when he starts those flurries too, Manny, and he starts jumping up and down almost, and he's on the balls of his feet, right in front, moving forward, and that's when he starts with those flurries.
That's it. Bradley continues to feint to the outside. Caught Manny coming in with the right hand.
He wants to counter so bad. I'm sure he's watched that Marquez tape a couple times.
Bradley continues to feint to the outside. Caught Manny coming in with the right hand.
He wants to counter so bad. I'm sure he's watched that Marquez tape a couple times.
These guys are this close to landing the big one.
That one. Both landed right at the bell. That one I'm giving to Pacquiao.
All right, I thought Pacquiao had a much better round in this round. In fact, so much that I think it alarmed Teddy Atlas so much that Atlas actually ran into the ring, grabbed Tim Bradley in mid-ring.
Bradley's got the white gloves, Manny Pacquiao's got the red gloves. In case you've been under a boxing rock someplace. Bradley jumping in there, ignited a little bit by what Teddy had to say. Manny gets a straight left hand through, which is a power shot to his southpaw. Flipped him on the way out that time. We got us fight now.
Yeah, Bradley tried to use a chopping right at that time.
Windmill with that one.
So, Manny hasn't done a lot in this round offensively. He's been following Tim around.
Tim caught him with an uppercut coming in. A little bit of an exchange there. Who gets the best of it? Nobody really. I agree with you. People chanting Bradley. Blocks those punches from Manny. Catches him with a right hand. Catches him with another right hand. Manny threw a lot of punches, but nothing landed. Crowd really into it now.
It's starting to get emotional in here.
Yeah. This is really good stuff now.
He caught Bradley clear.
Pacquiao got him that time, that straight left.
And that's his power shot. But I still don't think that straight left hand is enough to get Manny Pacquiao this round. He catches him with the uppercut. Boy, that makes it a close round at the end.
That was a good round.
That was a terrific round.
But at the end of the round, it was Pacquiao that came on and was landing the cleaner shots. And you see that beautiful straight left.
It's a tough one.
Well, I would give that round to Tim Bradley.
I would too, but I think the judges could be split on it.
Yeah, and there's so much emotion in here.
And this, go ahead, Rich.
I think win or lose tonight, really Pacquiao just really wants to have a great performance and an exciting fight. He doesn't want the last memory of him in the ring to be that Mayweather performance.
That's for sure. I was saying all week that I thought that this 3rd fight would be the best fight. And that doesn't mean it's because it's going to have the most action, but it's been the most even fight through 6 of the 3 so far.
I'll never forget the first time I saw Manny Pacquiao was right in this ring.
We're talking, we're looking at our notes, we're looking back. We don't see everything that they should see, and we still have it so close.
The American Network, by the way, has Pacquiao out in front by 59-55. So chest smash continues through a minute 30 seconds of this round. Then lands a flipping left hand with plenty of time to go back and campaign, but right now he's got all the campaigning in hand. Bradley get hit, and referee.
It's a knockdown.
Is it a knockdown? Yes! He's counting it as a knockdown. There was a punch in the end of it, so Tony Weeks got it right.
It was nothing, but he did land in that round. That was a good left, and that lifted the right foot It's starting to get emotional in here.
Yeah. This is really good stuff now.
Bradley clear.
Pacquiao got him that time, that straight left. You saw that good combination, but Bradley kept coming forward. Managed to get that overhand right home.
With plenty of time to go back and campaign, but right now he's got all the campaigning in hand. Bradley get hit, and referee...
It's a knockdown.
Is it a knockdown? Yes! He's counting it as a knockdown. There was a punch in the end of it, so Tony Weeks got it right. And that changes things in a hurry on the score sheet. It wasn't a big shot, but it was enough to get Tim Bradley off balance. And it's a 10-8 round for Pacquiao. Listen to the crowd.
I believe that's the first knockdown in the 3 fights.
And that changes things in a hurry on the score sheet. It wasn't a big shot, but it was enough to get Tim Bradley off balance. And it's a 10-8 round for Pacquiao. Listen to the crowd.
I believe that's the first knockdown in the 3 fights.
It was right above us.
Right at the end of the round. You see that little left hand right. Was it behind the ear when that last punch?
See it again here now.
He lands that right.
And the
just
right
behind
hand,
the ear. Yeah.
And then he pushed him. He was kind of off balance. He pushed him down, and Tony, as the
there is the punch.
Again.
There is the punch there. Here it comes. Right there. That
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
His gloves touch the canvas. No. That has to be considered a knockdown.
Yeah, and I think he knew that because he didn't argue the point.
Tony Weeks as a referee doesn't make many mistakes, I'll tell you that. He's right on top of it. Pacquiao doing a nice job now countering this guy.
Now Bradley is in a position where he's likely behind in this fight.
Him trying to pressure a little bit more. Digs underneath that elbow of Manny Pacquiao to the left side of his body. Pacquiao at 37 years of age, still very quick, hands and feet.
Yeah, you saw the hand speed right there. Manny, who's had some of the most electrifying hand speed of the last quarter century in boxing. Bradley's digging now.
Yeah, he is.
Those are hard punches.
Really attacking. Really forcing the fight now. Boy, look at that hand speed. Pacquiao.
Now let's take a look at the action in that round. This was the most exciting action. You could see that, as I mentioned right at the time, that Bradley is digging with his punches. He was sitting on his punches real strong.
All right, we move to round number 9 here. The Colonel Bob Sheridan, Rich Parada, Christina Ponte, his Bradley on the assault now. Wants to pick up where he left off in that last minute of that last round.
He wanted to fight the kind of fight that he fought against Juan Manuel Marquez. The problem is that nobody comes forward and gives you that kind of aggression that Pacquiao does. So eventually you're forced into a fight. And that's what's happened, and he's kind of answering that.
There's a minute gone, and there's nothing between the two of them here. 2 shot punches by Pacquiao.
Sometimes you wonder if Tim's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Because
couple of decent punches by Tim, and then, he gets dropped again. Gets hit with a light left hand, and it knocks Tim back and down. Wow, how about that? Pacquiao picked up 4 points in those 2 rounds.
that was like a slow motion knockdown and somersault.
It's a momentum, but
we have not seen a knockout from Manny Pacquiao in a long, long time. And the fans are so anxious for that.
This is something else right now. How do you like it, folks? Bradley's been down twice.
Right there you see him working the jab, but he ran into that left at the top of the head. Colonel called it for you early, but then the left hand right in the middle of the face knocked him down. I think that left in the top of the head hurt him originally.
Yes.
And then that one put him down, a for real knockdown. No question about this one.
That was just like the button on after the first one.
You saw the head bounce too. I mean, so Bradley.
Yeah, I think Manny's pretty well sealed it as far as this gets to a decision, unless Bradley can score a knockdown himself or two.
He scores it too, then we're back to the unbelievable. Pacquiao showing just how great he truly is, because Tim Bradley couldn't have been more prepared for this fight. And this Pacquiao with another right hand shot.
Well, now it's almost like the game plan that Tim had to box in the beginning has to go out the window.
Yeah, of course, but you have to be able to adjust in boxing.
And that may well be, Rich. And that could be just as important. I guess clipped again with a decent left hand. Remember, that left hand that Manny hit you with is his power shot.
That first left hand in the last round that came about 10 seconds before the knockdown landed up high in the head. And that's the one that bothers your equilibrium.
Yeah.
And that's the one that bothers your equilibrium.
Yeah. Pacquiao outboxing him in this round, and you might be right that Tim just trying to get his head clear.
But that's what we talk about. Nobody throws the unusual punches like Manny. I mean, he was leaning forward.
Funny, you sit here with all the excitement of this fight, and you just wait for, man, I want to see Bradley do something to make it a little bit more interesting down the wire. Both of these guys very likable.
Bradley a little more active now, throwing out the jab, trying to start things off with his...
He's got to land the powerful right hand and try to drop Manny, though.
Come on, Bradley.
Even with a knockdown, if our scores were 50 against just a top condition Tim Bradley.
I mean, why? He's fighting a terrific fight. He's still got much of his skills, speed, and obviously still has some power as well.
Well, his speed is certainly there, both hands and foot speed, so Tim has got to be very disappointed. And Pacquiao's got to be very, very pleased. This is why he's an 8th division, 10-time world champ. We're in the 12th and final round here. Colonel Bob Sheridan here. On with Christina Pontrin, my man Rich Morata.
Bradley landed that good right there. Miraculous comeback here in this last round.
Well, he's got about 2 minutes, and that's it. Big left hook misses. All Manny has to do is just jab him out. Halfway through the final round, and Tim hasn't been able to land any sort of big blow. And it's very difficult because Manny's up on his toes, bouncing around, slides down to the right. Now he knows how to tie him up. There is a desperation for Tim Bradley right now, approaching 1 minute remaining.
I wouldn't be surprised if Freddie Roach told Manny before the round, because they're friends.
No, they're friends.
To me, it looks like Tim's mentally checked out already. I've kind of felt that way since the 10th round. And if Manny Pacquiao can try to finish, at least everybody in the red corner.
25 seconds ago, Tim needs desperation now. It's desperation time. He pounds Pacquiao, he's bent over. Manny sort of celebrates a little bit. Tim stays right on him. Manny stays away 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds. There'll be no knockout. Bradley gets caught between the ropes. Manny comes in, and this is at the last few seconds of Pacquiao's career. If so, he put on a brilliant performance tonight against Tim Bradley.
For the winner, by way of unanimous decision, and now, the WBO International Welterweight Champion. From the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
All three judges had at one point different really than what we had.